of it right now. So um, I'm seeing faces like it's not. You can't hear me. I can't. So can they hear me? No. Give them a minute to see if we can get the mic connected. Sorry for the technical difficulty. All right. So again, I'm standing here in front of the Savannah Police Department of Central Precinct. Um, it's a brand new facility, and it's right here on 34th and MLK. This is they did have a revitalization efforts going on, and this is, I'm going to say, part of it. I just want to really come on and show you guys this precinct, how nice it is, and then show you the things around it. The reason why I'm coming with the different series of different locations just to show the development in Savannah hasn't been for the people. Although it's coming into the areas, it's not impacting anything. It's not making any changes. It's making changes for everyone outside of the community. The police, I understand that though this was an effort to bring the police and the community closer by putting them right here in the middle of this community, to help deter crime and all of that different things. But I'm not sure how it did. Hopefully we can run into some residents and they can share their opinion and I don't have to give one. If the cameraman would just turn the camera just for a moment so you can see this house. I want you to know, if you were ever wondering, this house is connected with the police station. Uh, they do have officers that will stay here from time to time. The efforts of having this house in the neighborhood was to, again, build some kind of bridge between the neighborhood and police. So again, I don't know how well it's working, but I just wanted to bring light to it to show how beautiful. This is the only piece of beautiful land around in this area. We are going to take a walk. I'm not sure how we're going to do it. Okay, so we can't walk. But this building was erected back in April of 2019, and from what the news article said, that it's the first one built brand new like this since the 1800s. So it was really a big deal to be able to to build this precinct. It did get built with SPLOST 5 money. And so it's exciting to see something so beautiful, and just hopefully other things spring up. I do realize that MLK Jr. Boulevard was once East Broad, and there were a lot of Black businesses all through East Broad, and I'm only identifying one that's left in this area, and we're gonna go down there and check it out and see if it's still there. It's Solomon's, the hair place. But I just want you guys to come take a walk with me. I don't have a whole lot of talking that I'm gonna do today. We're just gonna walk, and you're gonna be able to kind of view and see the area, because we really need to understand that when developments come to areas that need it the most, that it should be for the people. And so far, from what I can track in Savannah, there has been a lot of development happening in communities that need it the most. But once the development comes into the community, it's not for the people. And this is how gentrification starts. So if you want to just walk with me, we're going to just kind of look at I want to be able to show you how nice the infrastructure, the sidewalks, the everything around here is perfect. And then once you get away from the police station and the police house, then you see what the neighborhood is, and it still needs help. It still needs rehabbing. It's beautiful row houses here that's always for rent, that could really be fixed up and really be a beautiful area if our city would just invest in it. Yeah. So we're gonna walk. We're gonna look mainly. I am not advertising for Red Bull, but I don't know. I don't want to leave a can here and I don't see a trash can. So I'm going to hold it until I can throw it away. So again, this is the police house. This is beautiful. From my understanding, there was some Georgia Historical Society help with the rehab of this and other entities, but it's beautiful. Look at the sidewalk. I mean, nice. Look at this. This is just beautiful. Beautiful. If you stood right here, you would think you were in one of the affluent neighborhoods, but you're not. So before they built this precinct, there was houses sitting here that was still a part of this community, similar to the houses you see across the street, these row houses. There was a promise to rebuild the houses once they relocated the people, but that never happened. Obviously, I guess the land changed hands a couple times and somehow it ended up a police precinct in the heart of this community. And a house for them to live with the people, but I'm not sure how much mingling they have been doing with the people. So we're going to take a walk down to 33rd Street and just go down to Solomon and kind of look at that historic place and understand what was happening down here as far as back in 2010 when they were attempting to revitalize things and what happened. So I'm going to stop talking for a minute. I'm going to walk. I do want him to show y'all these nice sidewalks. Look at this. This is beautiful. I just want to really put emphasis on how beautiful it is around this precinct. And then it stops. The infrastructure, the everything, it stops. So how is it that we're going to continue to let developments come into our community and not be for us, not impact us in any kind of way? We like people. We want to see good landscaping. Look at this. Look at this. Beautiful. We want this too. We pay taxes. So, hello. Hi. Okay. This is a gentleman I spoke with earlier. I didn't think you would still be here. I guess your bus is coming soon. So I'm here. What I've been doing is going around the community, just looking at developments that's coming to our communities, that we, and just seeing if they're impacting us in any kind of way, like helping. So this precinct, do you have an opinion on whether or not this is helping the community by being in the middle of it? And then there's police that stay in this house and they come out and mingle with the community. They do? So what kind of they be in the parks, but do they be with the community? Like the people talking to you, other people. Because the reason why they're in these houses was to become a part of the community where they're not just strangers to the community. So do you know the policemen, like know their names and by them living here with you? No, ma'am? Okay.
I know they speak, all that. But I think when it be a call, I think they'll come.
Yeah, when a call comes in, they'll come. Trouble. So basically the same thing. If they wasn't living here, they basically was probably the same way. Okay.
They moved around. We had a lot of trouble.
Right. It's been a lot of trouble. No. Not in this area. Okay. And what about you, sir? I know you said that you've been back and forth, but do you have any opinion? Has crime went down around here?
Well, I know that in general, it have went down.
Okay.
Black crime in general.
Well, it's white on white crime too. We don't want to get tied up in that. Yeah. I mean, black on black crime is just tracked more so than white on white crime, but white on white crime happens just as much.
I just only been here back about a week.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't actually know if this is a reality that's going on because I stay in the downtown area.
Okay.
And I don't too much come down here that much.
Okay.
Just passing through.
Okay.
Well,
I've seen a lot of gentlemen down the way where we're going, so maybe some of them will talk to us. But I appreciate the what you guys share so far. So we're gonna walk on down here and check out Solomon hair shop.
Okay, have a good day.
All right. So again, not a strong opinion on any improvements, although a lot of money went into building this precinct. I don't have the hard figure, but you can just tell that at least 5 million went into with the infrastructure and everything else. There might be more than that, but I didn't check the figures on it. But again, beautiful landscaping, stuff that can be done. So you want this to blend with the community. Why not landscape more than just this? Why stop and cut everything off around this? It makes no sense. But you say you're coming into the community to be with the community, to build relationships with the community. But you totally separate from the community. You're living in Beverly Hills and the community's not. Like, this is nice infrastructure. I can literally walk without tripping. Everything all smooth and perfect. So we're coming up on Solomon Hair Shop, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with that. This is another house. At first it had some kind of sign on it, so I guess someone took possession of it. And now Carl Nunson, however you say that name, is, I guess, caring for this area now. So now it looks like we're not in the same neighborhood. They did bring the infrastructure down this way, so obviously it's probably some plans for this part for sure. You can show this infrastructure. So they did keep it going down this way, but it's no landscaping or anything like that. Sidewalks in, or that is solid. And all of these buildings are solid as well. I ran into a plan that they had back in 2010 maybe. And I asked about it, and they said that by the time they got around to helping them do some revitalization, there was no more funds. So there is a plan for what this little strip could have been or should be that the city worked with the owners to come up with. And then all of a sudden, money wasn't there anymore. So this is what's been happening when it comes to the Black businesses that are here in Savannah, for wanting to stay, but needing a little help. And this is the result. So I guess they're going to just bleed them out to continue putting deal signs on and stuff like that until they either come up with some money or something like that. But I don't think at this point the city will help them. Although I can't identify a whole lot of other Black business strips, or this could be a Black business strip right now. It's nothing, but it could be. You know, if you want to retain some of what I hear about, because I only can hear about it. They tell me East Broad was so beautiful. I wish I could get someone to chime in and talk about East Broad. West. Okay. All right. West Broad. I'm sorry. I'm saying East Broad. I see some gentlemen, I think, down here. Where they at? Oh, they not heard. So look. So again, we left the beautiful precinct, and this is what they're doing. So I heard they have plans right here to build like a 2 or 3 story building. It's some plans, but I don't think the people that live here are in it. It's definitely some plans. It's definitely a lot of land and opportunity. This right here is one, but look at how they're allowing it to look. Who district is this anyway? Diedrich, you need to get out here and clean up your district. I think this is District 2 because they did some redistricting. It was District 1, but it's District 2 now, and it looks a mess, but not by the police station. And I mean, I'm sure the police have seen it too. They live out here with them. So it's kind of a burned down building. Not a good thing to look at, not a reason to get anyone to stay. Or when these young people go off to college, don't give them a reason to come back home either. It's horrible. But this is what it is. They've already tore down the Turkish chicken. It was there. So it's a lot of land that will be utilized at some time, but when, I don't know. But right now, the neighborhood is surviving with the people in it. that are looking at these eyesores every day and wondering when the time will come for them to come over here and beautify the area like they want the rest of Savannah be beautified. So just looking at that, I thought I saw a whole bunch of men when I walked earlier, but I don't see them now. They don't even look like the area. Was it this street? Or was it back there? I don't know. Anyway, I was really hoping to have some community people talking. But I'm probably going to solicit the cameraman. I want to really talk about West Broad, I'm sorry. Why do I keep saying East Broad? Anyway, West Broad Street, which is now MLK, and the plans for it. So as you know, MLK actually all the way down to where Shabazz restaurant, not on the Shabazz side, but all of that has been redistricted, and there's going to be some plans for it. It's a MLK Enterprise Zone is what it is actually. But beforehand they had the revitalization of the street, and something went wrong. Don't know what went wrong, but I didn't really dig up those facts because it's not important. What I like to see without knowing anything is, without knowing the facts, without reading up the plans, just looking at it and saying why. So if you put the police station there, if you put that beautiful house and rehab that beautiful house for the police, why hasn't anything else happened around here, not even a block away? Why does this look like this? It's new infrastructure down there, it's new streets, everything all around it, brand new. And then you'll write that off in the plan and say, oh, we put so many millions of dollars in this community, but then the community don't benefit from it because they're still looking at eyesores like this. So yes, it's a beautiful building to look at, which is not a appealing building because people are not running into the building. It's not a community center, anything that the community can use. And like you heard the older lady say earlier, well, we see them when they respond to calls and stuff like that. So it's the typical normal policing procedure. And I know I used to live in College Brownsville, right by Baby Cakes. So I frequent this area a lot. And I'm looking, when I'm walking this way, I'm looking at this little shop right here. Used to be some old men that used to sit out there with their chairs and talk and I guess drink. And I'm just looking at how it's changed and how it's really nothing here. Like I said, I just want to really, y'all take a walk with me, because this is what I've often done on this area, is just walk and look and just like, it's so much possibility, but why is it not happening? And then only thing I can think of is the demographics are not right yet, that the right people are not living here to really truly invest in this community, but it deserves it. I see these row houses, like the ones that they have fixed up downtown, they're renting for like $1,200. It's nothing to come and help revitalize in some kind of way, right? Program of the city, you know, where it's not all, only thing is available is you buy a house through the dream program. It should be some kind of rehabilitation program as well to help fix up some of these houses, because they were built to last. These are not houses that they were built to just blow down. It looks like they've been doing something to this one. I'm going to say that they're keeping this and they're going to restore this in some kind of way, because they gutted it all out in the back. So we're going to go back here. Again, this is the beautiful parking lot of the police in the back, with a big, nice gate around the precinct. But this is the back of this. So I'm going to say that they're eventually going to rehab this and restore it. Not sure. It's got to be over 100 years old. But yeah, this is so. Not sure why it's a wall around the precinct if they're trying to blend with the community. It just don't make sense. Don't make sense. So I guess they put the wall back there so the community won't get in. Yeah. So I was hoping to find some people to talk to. That was part of my show, but obviously nobody's out today on this beautiful day. We're gonna walk back around here, and if nobody is here, then I guess I'll share a little more information that I have in my head, trying to get away from the paper and not read off everything and just talk, because I read enough. And if I can just get the things out of my head unscrambled, then I'll be okay. So we're walking around the wall of the central precinct to see if we can find anyone. And I just ran into a group of guys. I don't know where they are. Yes, they left. I thought I was the police. It was like 7 of them. Yeah, so a nice little wall. Do you know what this is? This open? Was that a beauty supply? No. All right. What's the time? All right. So this is the back of it. I hope I run into one person. No. All right. So we're back to where we started. If I could get a police, I'd interview a police. I guess using the police service. Hello. Can I be with you for a moment? Not right now? Okay, not a problem. Enjoy your day. Okay. Okay, no problem. Yeah, he's on official police business, so he didn't have time to chat. So again, it looks like our time is about to end, and we won't get to hear probably from any residents because they're not out. Hopefully they're at work at 10 a.m. I was looking for some of the older people that we ran into earlier. So, all right, so I guess I'll go ahead and wrap up. Again, my name is Pat Sanders, and I want to again thank all of the relevant media for allowing this space. We are still in West Savannah. We are still opposing the zoning special permit that is being requested to put a shelter on Augusta Avenue. Remember, Augusta Avenue and Augusta Road is not the same.
That thing ain't gonna be on no kind of camera, though.
No, sir, we didn't get you. We wouldn't do that. No problem. So again, we're on Augusta Avenue. We're still in opposition of the zoning change on Augusta Avenue. Bringing a shelter in our community will not help the needs of our community, and we know that affordable housing would be a better option. I did tell you guys last week that I would be on Dooley Avenue, but I switched it to this because I really want you guys to see the different developments that's coming to the communities of need that's not impacting anything. So we'll go on Dooley Avenue next week. I'll be able to pull some figures and understand Julie Avenue a little bit better. It's not much back there, but it would be a perfect space for shelter. And at the same time, it's going to have resources because it'll have the arena, it's going to have jobs back there. And it fits. It's not going to be impacting any communities or anything like that. It's really sitting in a secluded area, and I think it's a perfect space. It will need some work. You can look at the grounds and see that it's tires and different things. So, and it's low. So more than likely gonna put dirt in it and level it off. But again, we've seen the city rent spaces, those parking lots for that they don't own, where they lease it. So to add to this, to be able to save our historic sacred land and all of what we're asking for, then I think it will be worth it. So again, thank all things relevant media. I'm Natavia Sanders, and I will see you guys next week, Tuesday at 10 a.m. Please remember to share, so people can see this development and how it fits into this community, because it doesn't fit. Enjoy your day.